SD lets them set up right, like, for exactly this. Disruption in, they go for the crush, and then into the arrow with the extra stun. They'll even get a little hit down to Gabby. But it is WG that spills the first.
Execration's going to group up. Their lineup is completely built for that. The Dazzle for the sustain, the Luna and the DK for the push.
Kango's in a lot of trouble, and there isn't actually a lot of way out of this one. He'll turn for a triple stun.
They have a hotkey. It's been a hotly disputed thing.
As long as you can do it nice and quick on the ones. Okay, bottom lane, Kanga's in even more trouble. They've still got to lose some beam available, so he's not going to get back under, or maybe with a Spike Carapace and the follow-up stun, Kanga. Gabby is in a lot of hurt. Start with the disruption. You got the arrow. They're going to start off with that one, so it's a little bit more different to the lineup they had before, and then follow into the crush. Still not enough damage trying to attack uphill, even with the double damage room that's over on Nana. Maybe it is. Gabby took a long time to get away from the edge of the cliff, so he'll go down. Afu's coming back in again too. He has the crush available, looking towards the SK, but he misses the crush. The damage is still potentially there from Nana, but he can't go onto the tier 1 tower. Not had to do it. He just cracked his level 6. So this is what I was waiting for him. This is what I was waiting for Tidehunter to die. He's still got his Gust available as well if he wants to use it. So DJ into the tree line. Just going to find it. Loses a lot of his damage because he gets hit by the Anchor Smash. But those 3 points up in cold arrows already, it does the work. But bottom lane, a great initiation with the stun. You got the Burrow Shot to create a little bit of space in Shallow Grave, maybe also some time, but time is not really on their side. The kill still happens up on the top where the SD rotated in, but Nana going underneath the tower. The SK with a Burrow Strike, Nana's in too deep, leaps away. The tower attack's still going to follow him up. With the bottle charges, he's getting a little bit more life back. Lost that movement speed in a bit, and the Burrow Strike. SK trying to catch up to him. The TP's coming over the shrines, but SK already finishes just potentially in the middle lane, which is exactly what happens. Disruption. Arrow flies down and hits perfectly. 5-second stun. And the SK will evaporate. Gabby. They all backed out. Now it's Disruption, and again, we're going to do this. Arrow, it looked a little too early, but it still hits the mark. SK will drop, and this will be a tier 1 tower to boot.
Eclipse yet. Ravage didn't yield that prize Mirana kill that they're looking for.
Without the Ravage we're talking about, oh, Luna, this could be real trouble for Nando. So much slow with the crush, not to mention.
But Nyx is 6. They don't have sentries down.
Oh, look for the stun. The arrow is able to connect. They just hold him there. Now it's up to Miranda to tank through a lot of the damage from her. She's still got 1 charges, plus the Moonlight Shadow. In comes the SK, having to create space. Afu was looking for the perfect crush, couldn't get it. They're still underneath that sentry ward, and it's done some work for DK. Tidehunter is here. Ravage is in 6 seconds time, and 6 seconds may be a little bit too far out, especially when Arjit arrives to the front. And 1 second, the Gust hits 4 heroes. They're not looking to dive under the tier 1 tower. They want to still stay fighting underneath that sentry.
Dragon form is almost down. They're going to have to press this pretty aggressively if they want this tower. Cliff is down, so
they're in range for a 2-hit Ravage. DJ lets it rip, able to hit the Nyx Assassin plus the SD Burrow Strike, making sure SD can't go anywhere, or maybe he can with the Purge and the Cold Arrows. He gets Disruption off. Nova's on the run out of here. DJ dropping down low. Arjit changes his target to kill off the Dazzle with the Starfall from Nana. They have enough damage, so the DK will fall as well. They lose almost the whole kit in Caboodle, but none. You have Nando on the... I don't even realize it was coming his way. Kangaroo, does he try and go for the hit? You've got Slana coming in. He'll actually get the Vendetta, hit the crush, he's out of position! This will allow for the Eclipse to hit. Almost the Eclipse killing him. There's a Shallow Grave to protect the Luna, to follow into that Lucent Beam. So he already picked off the Nyx Assassin. They're pushing in deeper into that Radiant jungle. And the smoke, well, it's not going to last so much longer if... Well, there's the break. They get close enough to the SD. Now Moonlight Shadow triggers for WG. They realize what's up. A quick sentry ward. Arjit walking in range. He's going to get cushed up, but he's already over the Titan. If he can keep that actually silence on DJ, DJ will get the Ravage off. It's quite decent. Gabby doing the work with the Breathe Fire in the epicenter. The damage is huge. Turn on the Eclipse as well. A 2-for-1 trade-off. Arjit still keeping that distance thanks to X-Nova. They can turn around a little bit, but no, they'll burn the Aegis to the Immortal. He'll come back to life again in a second, but no real friends around apart from Nana. Nana jumps in for the double Starfall. The damage, is it enough? No, 76, 65 life in the tree lines. The arrow even searching for Nando. He's still alive on 29. Sign the TP. It won't be in time. But Gabby, Armlet toggles his way through. They already found the other kill onto the Drow Ranger. And now it's all up to the death of the Mirana. And they're going to get her. Gabby will survive. And Hexer
just got eliminated by that Tidehunter. And then it was 3v5. Even with the Aegis, it wasn't enough.
Speaking of the Tidehunter, He has no TP, he has no real mana to work with, and Afu's also coming
fight
from the side. Oh, okay. Well, he's got that to work with. Into the trees, but he didn't go down far enough, so it is a dead DJ. Get a good blink crush off if they realize this, with the SD illusions of Dro. Also mops up most of the creep wave that was pushing in, but now, this is what we're talking about with the Siege. The Lunar Glaze bounce on through, and the Ravage is huge! Hitting on 4 with elusive beams. Epicenter follow up. Fire Carapace at least keep in position a little bit longer, but the Glaze are doing so much work, and Argent can't do any real big level of damage. He did it on the DK, who just armor toggles it back out. They need to get some extra kills now. Execration are bailing as quickly as they possibly can. The Weave will hit on WG, and they just turn on the Eclipse. Afu gets some space, but in comes Nyx Assassin, the double sum with the Spike Carapace. They want to go for more. The Burrow Strike is in, and here we go with one-on-one. Maybe Arjit can push the SK. He can with that gust out of the Sandstorm. But the Slaughter, blind blink crush, looking for the TPs out. Able to get the haze onto the Dazzle, but more movement. Still 6 seconds until the Hurricane Pike's off cooldown for the Dro range to get in range, and it won't matter. The arrow will connect, the Dazzle will fall. Oh, Nana, he jumped in, Gabby in dragon form. He was moving up at the cover of Invis, but that BKB will protect the blink crush. TJ gets a good anchor smash off. Dro range will break free with her own BKB, but the damage output, not really that terrific for the moment. Gabby wants to find something, the Pyro Strike, but Nana blinks away just in time. And Slaughter is in more trouble. Stunned up, the Elusive Beam holds him in position. They can move over towards the Dro Ranger. If that stun from the Nyx Assassin doesn't do so much work, not to mention the arrow onto the Dazzle. There's no Shallow Grave available from him. They're not actually killing him off, so he can grave up, and he does it over on Gabby. They didn't focus down the target. This will give Gabby a little bit more time to be into Nana, but it's Archit doing so much work on the Dro Ranger. Just sitting in the back lines. And Execration able to complete the kills they wanted. The Mirana a while out, but the gust is too big. Ty can't follow up until now. He breaks free with the Ravage hitting on 2. SK's back in with the arrow. It connects on DJ. The follow-up on Kangaroo's in the perfect position just to hop through. And he'll also find the target on Willie. SK Burrow strikes out for the Nyx Assassin. WG's they got some good vision on the side. They know that Execration's just sitting in the trees. So they jump forward. They wait for the bait forward. SK Gust well off target. The arrow flies forward. It's a 5-second stun over on DJ. This is the opening that maybe WG wanted. Defensive disruption must come out, but Arjit beating into Nando. Now the Ravage. It comes over. The damage is there, but it's only on the one hero. It's only on the Slaughter, but maybe with the SK reaching the Dro Ranger. She doesn't have a Hurricane Pike up. She'll fall. There's no buyback for either of the heroes. Even Gabby blinks on the hillside. To jump into Roshan. And WG, with scouting arrows, they should be able to do something about it. The buyback comes, they TP over towards the shrine, actually triggering up early. DJ in very, very close. The arrow flies in. It only hits on Roshan. Afu jumps in deep too. Remember, DJ doesn't have that Ravage this time around, so they leap forward, let that Starfall damage do its work, but you've already lost your Slaughter, and Nando wants to keep these bounces going if he can. They're hiding inside the pit. Will bounce in there. Kangaroo, the damage is too much. Arjit, Burrow Strike 2. They can't even get the Dro Ranger to do the damage. It's all Execration with the epicenter, killing him off in the trees. The TPs continue to come in towards the shrine. The Rise G will start back in. DJ, he's actually just trapped inside the tree line there. Another Burrow Strike into the Shadow Demon. Losing beams. It's like X-Nova just can't move. The Spike Carapace doing some work, but Gabby, his BKB is up, and Nana is losing his life too quickly. The arrows are almost meaningless, and DJ is taunting in the middle of the fight. WG committed so much to this.
He's sitting at 42 armor, and he's almost level 25 now.
This may be a nice little one to have. Nyx Assassin using the Spike Carapace to get a nice little stun. Unless the Dro Ranger finish up the job. Some breathing room is all they really get for this, but you can see Execration on the top lane. They're headed for the melee racks.
Mirana's in the grave for 80 seconds.
They buy back the SK. This is a trade-off, so SK has to defend on the bottom lane. Dro Ranger's gonna be pretty quick about this, but they're actually going for tier 4 towers. Execration, they want to end this right now, if possible. The Dro Ranger's going for the tier 4 towers. We've got ourselves an old-fashioned base race. Unfortunately for WG, they don't have the numbers, they don't have the power, they don't have the strength. They really don't even have this game unless they can defend at the moment. Ravage, 9 seconds until it's back off cooldown, and in comes the Eclipse. How much damage? A lot of it onto Afu. He's getting ripped apart by the Moonglaive. No